It is indeed. She was saying it was narrow. Good morning. It is 8:30, so it's more like the afternoon. How are we feeling today? Gorgeous. There's a thumbs up there in case you didn't see it. Now, we left at 8:30 because it's cooler. Yeah, when we were walking yesterday, we met a nice man, and he'd set off from Lisbon like us. Well, actually not Lisbon, a couple of days in, what's the place called? Santarém. Yes, Santarém's quite nice. And it's, hang on, this is really narrow and dangerous. Yeah, you're kind of trapped if you look. This is where we're walking. So anyway, people skip the industrial bits of Lisbon and Lisbon itself by starting in a town after Lisbon called Santarém. Anyway, he started off at Santarém, and like us, he discovered that it was really, 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 really hot. As in, like us, 40 degrees, 35 degrees, it was too much and very humid. So what he did was, he caught a train to Porto and restarted there. We obviously being, diehards, continued, I'm now looking for an arrow, there's an arrow, continued with our journey regardless of the heat and suffered. But what we did, which actually has played kind of nicely and made this trip really nice, what we did was we readjusted the whole trip. So rather than doing the book's stages, which are rather 30k-ish, because of the heat, we thought, actually, do you know what we'll do? Strip it all down to 20k's and make it more manageable in the heat. So that's what we've done. But now we're left with it being a little bit cooler, yes, i.e. below, stop saying yes, below 30 degrees, which makes it far more pleasant a walk. And now we're only doing 20s. So that's kind of great. So the trip has now become actually really pleasant. We do a nice 20-ish K walk in the morning, arrive at our destination in time to have a good meal, and then the rest of the day to ourselves. So there you go. It's been lovely. Really, really lovely. So there's a tip. Adjust your trip to suit your abilities. Right, okay. That was just a bit of a dodgy road, so I stopped. More morning talk. Okay. Arriving early, having just walked 20k, which is very, very doable in this weather. I mean, really, really doable. Very, very nice. It means that when we arrive, we can shower and visit towns and go to churches and actually do the things we really love to do. And that's what we've been doing. We've had a lovely sort of sit around yesterday in a really, really gorgeous, gorgeous church, which is slightly different to the usual fare. It wasn't so, I don't know what the word is now, barockified, whatever it is. Yeah, huge, they usually stick these huge wooden gilded constructs at the end of the church, and this one didn't have one. It didn't sort of have this huge tier cake either. But yeah, so it was kind of nice. So yes, we sat around in churches, wandered around the town, walked along the river. It's just lovely, really nice. So yeah, it's kind of, it's pleasant. It's pleasant. 20k, really doable in nice weather, and get there, have the day to yourself. Lovely. Really, really lovely. There you go. Oh, other things. Now, when we first did our first Camino, which is 2012, on our first day, we met a young man. He was 18, full of the joys of spring and all of that, and he had some things to say. And when he heard that we were staying in hotels, he got all a bit huffy and said, that's not the way to do the Camino. You're missing out the Camino experience, blah, 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 blah. And we have found that we don't tend to tell people that we're staying in hotels. People assume you're staying in albergs, yes, and they're all pitching in together and it's some sort of loving. I don't know what they do in albergs. We're going to an alberg today, weirdly, but we don't usually do that. But anyway, so yes, maybe we'll find out what people do in albergs by staying in one today. You know, do you sit around singing Kumbaya? I don't know, right? Having a shared meal, it's all very friendly. We're not friendly. Anyway, so, I'm walking in the river bit, which is not what we're supposed to be walking on. It's supposed to be walking, I don't know whether you can see that, there's a ledge, waggles the camera frantically. I'll get up onto the ledge, so, and the bit is a bit damp at the bottom, so anyway, so I'm now on the ledge. So anyway, yes, so we're going to discover what Camino life in albergs is today, although I think our one is not such a popular one, so maybe it'll be empty and it'll just be us. But anyway, so yes, we don't tend to tell people that we're staying in hotels because they don't like it. So we keep it a bit of a secret. So when we're talking, we meet people, you know, yeah, you're going to that town, yeah. We'll see you there, they say. No, you won't, we'll be staying in a hotel. So anyway, one of the problems with staying in albergs and the so-called alberg experience is what you would have seen in yesterday's video, is the queue. Yeah, and because of the queue, and it doesn't happen so much on earlier, on the French route or the Portuguese route, on the earlier parts, it tends to happen on the later parts. I think I've lost Suzanne. It tends to happen on the later parts where the number of people increase. You'll find on the French route, people join the route at places like Burgos, Astorga, Lyon, I don't know how they're pronouncing it in Spanish. But they tend to join there, so it becomes more and more populated, and therefore the albergs become a little bit more and more full, and then there are queues. So the alberg experience often seems to be, let's try and be the first one in the queue, and this turns into a sort of a bed hopping scenario whereby people leave at an early hour, which is good if you're trying to avoid the sun, that's perfectly reasonable. But if you're just trying to get a bed, basically you're building your Camino experience around trying to find a bed, and I don't know whether that's a good, healthy or whatever fun experience. This is not very comfortable to walk on. I'm going to drop down into the damp bit. Oops, that's a bit better. Damp, but at least sure-footed. Yes, so it's really down to you. We don't have that experience of having to bed hop. The reason why we leave early is because of the sun. If the sun is too hot, it becomes very, very difficult to walk, and it's kind of energy draining, so we leave early. Bed hopping becomes a little bit cynical. We've seen other videos of people posted like this is, and they become tired of the bed hopping thing, especially after you get to Syria. Syria is where the people that do the 100k go. Well, there's a solution to the bed hopping thing. Go to a hotel. Okay, I know that sounds bad, but there are tons and tons and tons and tons of cheap hotels, yes? And for us, if you're going to pay 30 euros for a night in a hotel and 10 euros each for a night in an alberg, there's not much in it. So stay in a hotel. Then don't bed hop, don't kill yourself, and have a really good time, have a good experience. So use maybe albergs at the beginning where there are fewer people, and as it starts to get a bit silly, maybe, be willing to just go, oh look, there's a massive queue for the alberg, I've arrived in good time, do I really want to now wait 3 hours for the alberg to open, which is what people were doing yesterday, or do I just want to go straight into my hotel? I'd rather go into a hotel, so find a hotel. There's a piece of advice, yes? Don't build your Camino around this fixed idea that you must or must not do a thing. Do what suits you, do what makes your journey nice, enjoyable, fun, interesting, dynamic. Yeah, don't just go, oh, must do this, must do this, must do this, must do this. Don't do what our young man at the very beginning in 2012 said, as in, the true experience is blah. We have done 4 Caminos, this is our 4th, and each one has been different. So the idea that, you know, someone is an expert in this is a nonsense. I claim no expertise whatsoever. Each one has been different, therefore I assume everyone else's is different each time. Therefore I don't know what it means to be an expert in doing this. The weather changes, the people changes, the landscape changes, the circumstance changes. Expert exactly in what? Carrying a bag on your back. Yeah, okay. Expert in walking, putting one foot in front of the other. Anyway, that's my thing for today. I've got some other things, some themes from yesterday and a couple of days ago, which I haven't spoken, which I have an opportunity to do. I'll do tonight, maybe. Okay, love you all. Take care. Bye. Just a quick thing. It's a message for Lawrence, if he ever sees this, because he's on the Camino now. This is his first day. Actually, I should post a link. He's doing his video vlog, whatever it is, as well. So I'll put a link up for his. But anyway, yes, this is his first day. He's going to be walking across the Pyrenees. Hopefully the weather is good, and you know, he'll be fit and healthy, and he's younger than I am. So yes, so we're both wishing you good luck. Say good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, I don't really think you've got that.
I think it's raining today. I looked at the weather.
She thinks it's raining. Lawrence, you're probably wet then. Hey. Anyway, yes. So good luck, Lawrence. I hope you really, really enjoy your Camino, and it's a great experience for you. And yeah, that's it really. So good luck. We just stopped at the bar. Suzanne never waits for me while I take photos, film things. I have to run and catch up. But this is well worth a picture, don't you think? Because it is beautiful. Lovely breeze. Climbing this all day. Well,